loves, and welcome to Fed Up Recovery. I'm Kim, and today I'm going to share with you some things that I wish that I knew going into eating disorder recovery for myself. And if I knew these things ahead of time, I think I would have had a much faster and easier recovery, and it wouldn't have taken me so long to get to the point that I'm at now. So the things I'm going to share with you basically have to do about accepting your body weight and understanding your set point, and a few things about what your body might go through if you're recovering from anorexia or bulimia, maybe both. So for me, one of the hardest things about recovering from an eating disorder was accepting my body. And that meant accepting my body as I needed to gain weight from being at a low weight. And I really had no idea how hard that would be. I had no idea that I would have to get to a weight that I just was higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was like this certain lower number. I don't even know where I got this number from. I think I read it like in a BMI chart or in a magazine or a book. So I had this like certain exact number set in my head for my height and the body that I wanted. And I passed that number pretty quickly as I started to gain weight, recovering from anorexia. So I thought that I was like failing and that my weight was like tumbling out of control and I would never, stop gaining weight. When in reality, I just hadn't actually hit the weight that I needed to be at to be a recovered person and to be eating normally and to be not over-exercising. So the point for me that I was supposed to be at would be considered my set point. And your set point is a weight range, essentially. So it's not a certain weight that would be, it's not like an exact number, but it's a range of maybe like 10 pounds. And this is where your body naturally is at. It is based on like your family history, your environment, and just things like that. So it's different for everybody. That's like what is really eye-opening, I guess, is that one person, their body might be like at, one certain weight, and then the same person with the same height, they might be like 20 pounds different up or down. So something kind of scary, but also really cool about set point theory is that with set point theory, your body is in a range of about 10 pounds. So it's basically like you can just start to take the control out of, your body, and you can start to stop controlling your weight, because when you learn what to eat, basically. So for me, that was when I started to recover from anorexia, and I learned from nutritionists, and I learned just from listening to my hunger cues, essentially, that there's when I was eating enough food and I just wasn't hungry all the time, and I just stopped thinking about food all the time, and I'm eating enough each day, and I'm exercising enough each day that feels good, my body started to figure out a certain weight range that was perfect for it. And it's been about like the same weight the last 3 years as I'm in recovery. And even though my body, even though I'm changing what I eat now and then, and I'm traveling and etc., my body really stays within this 10-pound range. And I don't even really know that because I don't weigh myself and I don't count calories, but I can just tell because, my clothes fit the same and I feel the same in my body, and I've just taken the control out, and I've realized that the less I control my body, the more it just does it itself. But this had to come by accepting my set point and not by forcing my body to be at a lower weight than it wants to be at, basically. And it's just really great. If you don't allow yourself to be at your set point, restrict yourself severely, you go on these fast diets where you radically change what you're eating, maybe a lot of fasting, over-exercising a lot more than you're used to. So you start gaining or losing weight rapidly. Your body will actually lower its metabolism to combat this because you're pushing your body out of its set point, and it's not natural, it's not healthy for it. So it will combat that. So with a lot of these quick weight loss diets, people gain weight really fast after they stop that diet because the body will, lower its metabolism as you might go back to normal eating after this diet, after you've lost a lot of weight. It's really likely that you'll quickly gain that weight back again because your body's just like, what the heck, I want to get back to my set point where it's healthy for me. Learning what your set point is and accepting your set point will probably take a lot of time. It's a matter of eating enough, figuring out what your body needs to eat, basically, eating enough food and not over-exercising, not overcompensating with, purging or laxative or other symptomatic eating disorder things. But, getting to that normal eating point and then kind of just letting your body do what it does. And it might not be what you want it to be. It might not be this like idyllic version of yourself, that like dream body that you've had posted on your walls for so long, or just what bodies you see on the internet or models or whatever you've been kind of fantasizing about that you wanted your body to be. It just might not be that, and it might be hard. And for me, I had to kind of almost grieve the body that I used to have, or the body that I thought I needed to have to be loved and to be, successful, but learning to accept the body that I do have and that it's beautiful and special in its own way. And I'd much rather live a life free of constant control and, having an eating disorder and just having a free life than having this perfect body. So yeah, take the time to research set point. As you recover, figure out your set point. I have links in the description of scientific articles about set point and other articles that are easy to read to have a better understanding about this. And, ask me any questions, write in the comments. I'm so happy to talk with you about, what my experience was and what you might be going through if you're, just having a hard time figuring out where your set point is and having a hard time accepting your body. And there's lots of things you can do to work on, body dysmorphia, stopping body checking, lots of things to start to learn to love your body again. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe below. I'm posting a video every week, so you can stay up to date on different topics. Feel free to write in the comments if you have a topic that you'd like me to cover, and I'm super happy to help you with that. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.